Hello and welcome back to Modded Minecraft Feed the Bees. Now, tragedy has struck again in another way, though. Don't worry, the colonists are all fine. In fact, they're better than fine. Basically, accidents happened, and I lost the footage for the last episode, and I know what you're thinking. Oh yeah, that just means you cheated everything in. No, honestly, I swear, I made a little bit of progress. Not a huge amount, so it's not too worrisome. But basically, this episode is going to be mostly going over what I did last episode. But so stay tuned, because it's a lot of progress in a short amount of time. But also, we upgraded our colony, we got some of our basic buildings up to level 2, and you can see our builder in the background going to town on those. But it's time for us, while that's happening, to look at some of your comments. Boom, so number 1 Murphax says for early protection, a few iron golems may be in order. That's a great idea, and I've built some last episode, so I'll show you those iron golems, don't worry. Jacob Albrighton says you can use an absorption hopper from mob grinding utilities with a chest instead of using the modular router. And while that's not good for me because I've got loads of ender pearls now, for you guys at home that are starting your own bee setup, if you want to do that, absorption hoppers, they're the one. Although, in real terms, you can even use a vanilla hopper. Lyricless says you can muffle the sounds of stuff using one of the mods. You know what, you're absolutely right. I discovered this in the inventory menu. You can actually turn off any sound in the game if you want to. Jelly says, what made you choose ATM 6 over 7? Well, this is a very good point. When I started the series, All the Mod 6 was much better, and I've had a look at All the Mod 7. I've discussed with some of the people that play both All the Mod 6 and 7 the differences between the two, and universally, everybody's just saying, All the Mod 7, it just kind of has a little bit less, it's a bit buggier, it's not quite finished yet. So the overwhelming advice I received was, stick with 6 for a little bit, and maybe I'll jump into 7 as soon as I'm finished with this series. However, this has really got legs, and I don't think this series is going to finish any time before the farm is finished. So don't worry, we're going to go to episode 100 or so. Forrest Armstrong says, on one hand, your entire starting village was just wiped out. On the other hand, your noob team just got scrubbed, and you get to trade up for skilled visitors at the tavern. You know what? You're goddamn right. Those guys were legends, but you know what? They're dead legends, and good riddance. They were scrubs. They had no stats. And now that I've upgraded my tavern to level 2, it's time to inject some real talent into this colony. And last but not least, I had no idea, but it turns out ancient debris is actually nethersite all along. In fact, it turns out nethersite isn't even nethersite, it's netherite. And you guys were quick to mention both things, and I'm just sorry, I'm just such a scrub. But we are definitely improving, so I want to say thank you very much for sticking with me, helping me get better at Minecraft. Also, thank you to everybody that subscribed, has notifications turned on, and a big thank you to my members. Right, let's jump in and I can show you guys what I forgot to record. Right, so welcome back to the farm. So at the end of the episode that you guys saw, I think what I'd done is I just put down the teleport pad, I'd gone to the mining dimension, and I'd set things up with the chunk loader, etc. And that was that. In the episode after, that I forgot to record, I went over to the colony, hired some dudes, and did some things over there. So luckily, that isn't like a huge thing, so we can go over there in a second, and I'll show you what I've done. But one thing that I've been really excited to go and see is the mining dimension. I know the quarry has been working in the background, so I'm really excited to see what those chests that we set up have achieved. So let's do it, let's go. Bada boom. Oh yeah, look at this bad boy. The quarry has, oh, there is nothing nicer than seeing all the mod. Oh yes, there it is, boom. Bada bing, bada boom, we just got 2 more. Wait, did I say 2 more? Because I meant 4 more. Wait, did I say 4 more? Because I meant, holy shit, there's the 5th one. Bada bing, bada boom, bazinga. Oh wait, look, even more has been exposed. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 all the mod ore, and if we triple that, it turns into 21. However, it might even be worth upgrading our mechanism setup for this so that we can make that even more. Maybe 4 times, maybe even 5 times. Boom. All the mod ore in the bag. What the hell is next? In fact, that's actually a very good question. So it looks like this quarry cannot actually get all the mod ore. That's fine, that's safe. It's almost good because it means it won't get lost in our chest system. So what have our chests actually gathered? Now you can see we've got some stellarite pieces, 4 of them. I think that stuff's kind of rare, so that's pretty cool. 24 emeralds, but the big one, how many diamonds did we get? Two diamonds? You gotta be joking me. Oh my god. So look at this. We've got like a whole bunch of stuff. Great. But another check through the chests. Oh my god. So are you to say so what happened is in this whole entire quarry there were less diamonds than there was all the mod ore. That's insane. That's crazy. Anyway, we're going to leave this... Oh, look at this. Look at that nice, like, circle as well. I think that's Gabbo from Create. That's a nice kind of cool circle that's been put into the rock there. So let me show you exactly... basically, I messed up the area with the quarry before, but we fixed it. I didn't show that on camera, but I'm going to show you now. Basically, you have to go to the card GUI and you have to set the dimensions for the cube. You have to set a box to solid, and you have to offset it, because otherwise the box is going to be in the center of the builder here. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this. Which direction? Should we move it this way? Yeah, I think this way. And we're going to make a quarry all the way along here instead. The same size, we're just going to shuffle it down. So we'll start the quarry. Boom. It should begin. Oh, wow, whoa, that was quick. So it has begun. Oh, it's a bit glitchy. It has begun digging. And as you can see, oh, it's gone down pretty quick. But this thing runs out of power very quickly. So, I mean, we've only got 2 windmills. And it managed to do a whole quarry while I was, well, that's overnight, basically. So this is all huge and amazing and important, right? But we're going to leave this going on its new coordinates. However, another thing we need to do is reset where the chunks are loaded. So as you can see, I have claimed these chunks from the quarry here, and that worked. But now we're going to deselect these, right-clicking them. And I don't remember if I did the chunk loading on or off camera, but I'll go over it again really quickly. Basically, if you press E, you click on the map, you click on the claimed chunks, you get a map, and that lets you load chunks without like a manual chunk loader block. Yeah, then you hold shift, and any of these blocks that have red lines on are going to be, as you can see down there in the bottom left, force loaded. However, you have to be careful with this because you can only load a maximum of 25 chunks. This is pretty exciting though, and what this means is with this whole setup now, we can take this builder into the nether, set it up with a couple of wind generators, and we can quarry the nether instead. And maybe that way we'll get some ancient debris, which is apparently netherite. And we might even find some of the nether ores, which I think are... What are the nether ores? Unobtainium? Is unobtainium the one? Allthemodium. Here we go. Vibranium. It looks like vibranium is the one from the nether, and unobtainium is the one from the end. So, what does it say? Vibranium ore. Click to view recipes. Warped forests and crimson forests, Y107 to 113. Very simple. And we can get the builder to specifically target those coordinates, and we're almost guaranteed to get ourselves some vibranium ore. Likewise, unobtainium is found End Highlands biomes only, so we have to go to the end for that stuff. I haven't even been to the end yet, and getting to the end isn't too tricky. You just make an ender portal, right? Anyway, that's the quarry complete. Oh man, and this bad boy is... Oh, this thing's a real mean machine. We'll need to get our block breaker, or will we actually? Because I think our crimson steel pickaxe might be able to dig this stuff. Also, last episode, I don't know if it was last episode or the one before, but we built a jetpack. So it looks like I'm still in creative mode also. Don't worry. I mean, I know a lot of you at home are going to be, oh my god, caught with your pants down. You're cheating. No, basically I have to go into creative mode to fly around and do the camera flyovers in between episodes. So it's not cheating, don't worry. All of this was achieved legit. I just did it off camera. I just wasn't recording. Honestly, I swear to God. So we'll set it back to survival. And there we go. Right now, so I'm going to look in my backpack, because where is my jetpack? So I grabbed it. So I made a jetpack, but I think I must have put it in the computer system. Let's go and grab it, and also fill up the computer with some of this stuff. Oh man, I got some bort. What the hell is bort? Why is there a material called bort in the game? That's ridiculous. But it's a material, right? We've got to be careful because we're getting very close. 95% full. We've only got space for 1,000 more items. So we've got to be careful. We'll need to make some more storage. However, we've got the materials to do that now, though, so it's going to be very easy. Okay, so we have a jetpack. Now, I was going to build the lab with a jetpack, but then tragedy struck, and I recorded an episode without recording it. So I'm going back through and showing you guys all these things. However, there's a few exciting things. Oh man, just so much has happened. And I don't think there was too much progress lost, but there's so much cool stuff that's happened. Now that I've got infinite emeralds, it got me to thinking, I can buy any seed or sapling from the marketplace here, from Old Emerald Muncher. And that got me to thinking, is there... Oh, look at this. We can buy a mahogany sapling for 1 emerald. You know what? I think we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to buy mahogany tree. And we're going to see what we can make out of mahogany, because I think it's time for a facelift. This entire colony, this entire house, this entire world needs to be consumed by the glory that is mahogany wood. We're going to have to put that on the back burner because we want to use the jetpack to swoop over and get up this Allthemodium ore. Now it's in hover mode at the moment. What's the button for hover mode? There's one of these buttons. Which one? No, that's the map. V, it's not V. Oh, which is the button for the hover mode? Oh, G. There we go, regular mode. Oh man, it's so nice to be in this quarry. Look at this. So the reason why we jumped down here is we wanted to see if we can actually dig this stuff. Turns out we can. I can use my pickaxe to get the Allthemodium ore. Dink. There we go. Ooh. Flying around, gathering Allthemodium ore. It's so good. There's so much of this. Oh, the bee's knees, it's the business. Now, was there any other Allthemodium ore that was left exposed by the cave walls? I don't think so. It's very bright, hard to miss, and so consequently, we didn't miss it. Now let's just swoop around and gather up all the more valuable ores. Nickel. Coal's always good. Fluorite is used for mechanism, so it might be important. Uranite, oh, it's like a poor man's uranium. Whose uranium? Ours now, thanks to the quarry. A runestone, don't know what that's good for. I really want some, there we go, lapis. Lapis lazuli. Emeralds, always a pleasure. And there we go, that's about everything. Wow, that's crazy, eh? This whole entire quarry, and we've just kind of picked the real juice like picking meat off a chicken's bones. But it's time for this chicken to go cluck itself, because we're going back to the overworld. Oh man, the jetpack is going to make building so cool. At the end of this episode, I'm going to build the mechanism lab, and that way we can finally start putting some technology in there. So if you're new to the mod pack and don't know what Allthemodium ore is, because it's unique to this mod pack, basically Allthemodium ore is one of the 3 end game ores that the mod introduces as a way to gate progression a little bit. And if you get the stuff from the nether and the end, you can combine it into some crazy alloys and some crazy tools. Allthemodium is the very rare ore that's found in the overworld, vibranium the nether, and unobtainium ore the end. And check this out, some of the armor is nuts. Look at that. So the helmet is 100 armor, no crash damage while flying in elytra. That's crazy. The other pieces have equally amazing bonuses. Piglins become neutral, immune to all damage sources using fire and lava. you want to swim through lava? Boom. You can do it now with the Allthemodium chest plate. Now, I mentioned that I didn't record it, but basically I've upgraded the colony. So let's go and check it out over there. Also, I mapped out some of our plans for bees. So basically we've got 2 more pods here. I'm going to build a 3rd extra pod. And in this pod, we're going to have cobalt bees, quartz bees, and obsidian bees. I might cancel the cobalt because I'm not sure cobalt metal is actually that good for anything. Maybe it is, but now that we've got Allthemodium, I'm not sure. This pod is going to have redstone bees, diamond bees, and osmium bees. And then this pod right here is going to have coal bees, wither bees, and netherite bees. Now, the one thing that's stopping me from getting these 3 pods, well, the 3rd one built, and all of them populated, is we're missing 1 baseline bee. That's a real basic bee. But I'm going to show you this basic bee right now. Let me tell you, it's a pumpkin latte loving mother trucker. It's called the water bee. Water, there it is, water bee. So without water, we can't get obsidian. Without obsidian, we can't get diamond. And I mentioned before that the quest log shows you exactly how we do things. So not all bees can be got by breeding. You have to use mutations for some of them. And this is how you mutate. You put the hive there, the bee flower at the end, the blocks that the bee can mutate over it, and hopefully the bee will fly over them, and there's a chance that they'll mutate as it flies over them. Likewise, some bees can be mutated into other bees if the bee flies over them instead of a block. And that, I believe, is how you get netherite. Oh, it's Harry Banner. Okay, well, I'm going to introduce you to the crew, because we've hired some new colonists. We came down here, gave them some sunflowers, some gold ingots, some lapis, and we got a full team of new colonists on the go. And I'm going to introduce you to them in person. We have 2 guards, one in this guard tower, and one in the guard tower at the opposite end of the colony. Can't see it now, it's hidden by buildings, but there's one over there. Ah, no way. And as you can see, Uggo Cocknosher has finished building the university. Honestly, one of the best people I've hired. And you guys are probably wondering, where's Fanny and why is this Cocknosher here building a university? Well, good question. And the answer is, Uggo Cocknosher has better stats for building buildings. Look at this, 27, 20, 25, 22, insane builder stats because she is one of our new hires from the level 2 tavern. Fantastic. Anyway, we set her to building the university and it looks like she finished. Fantastic stuff, and I'm really excited to go and see what happens in a university. Interesting, so in the university you have 3 research trees: civilian, combat, and technology. And if you zoom out, oh man, there are so many things that you can do. So that's the civilian tree, there's the combat tree, which looks like it works on building up your guards. And then there's a technology tree, which is, well, technology. But as you can see, each one of these research trees has big time requirements. If we want to unlock biodegradable, we need farms totaling at least 3 levels. So we need a level 3 farm to even start researching biodegradable, and then we also need 64 bone meal. If we want to research hitting iron, we need a mine at level 3 and 1 anvil. And when you hover over the research title, it shows you what it unlocks. This unlocks the sawmill. The next one unlocks the Fletcher's hut, unlocks the Sifter's hut. Workers can learn 25% more recipes, that's crazy. Unlocks the Crusher's hut, oh, the Crusher. Unlocks the Mechanic. Citizen block place speed increased by 10%. Oh man, as you can see, research is super important, but it all hides behind at least level 3 buildings. So the big question is, can we unlock anything with our current colony? Now we've got 2 guards and we've got 4 iron golems patrolling around the colony. So I think the most important thing now that we've got combat kind of in the bag is civilian. Stamina unlocks the hospital, which I'm not sure is very important. However, after our massacre, it might be a big one. Ambition unlocks the mystical site. Requires 1 diamond. Tell you what, I'm going to press ambition because I'm really curious about the mystical site. Let's do that. So, how do we unlock the mystical site? How do we do this research? And that's a good question. Well, we need a worker at the university, so let's manage workers. We've only got 1 worker left. We've hired as many colonists as we can, and only one of them was out of a job. One of them is unemployed, and it's Galadriel Bond, James Bond's sexier elf version. I imagine if like 007 was like Lord of the Rings, you'd have Galadriel Bond. Yeah, sure. She's got Mana 14, she's got Knowledge 13. Sounds amazing. Let's hire her. Boom. She's here already. Wow. Oh, she looks like a really powerful, angry school teacher. So she is working now at the university, and if we click on the university block, go to Research, Civilian, and scroll down to Ambition. Can we unlock this? No, because we don't have a diamond. Time to go home and get a diamond. Okay, so we're back at the university. We have a diamond. We'll go to Research. Galadriel Bond is in school, in class. Class is open. Aha, and as you can see here, the icon has changed. It's gone from an open lock to a play button. If I press play now, researchers have begun to investigate Ambition. Very cool. 1 research in progress. Does it show us how in progress it is, how far it's moved along? Oh, there we go. Whoa, okay. 30 seconds remaining. Or is that minutes? Yeah, I think that might be minutes. Wow, it's a long time for research, isn't it? Yeah, okay, interesting. Well, at least we know when 30 minutes is up, we'll have unlocked Ambition. So that's the university. Let me introduce you to the rest of our colonists. Jamie Dickus, Knight Supreme. There he is. We gave him some leather armor and a stone sword because iron is too good for him. And also I think iron armor might be too good for him as well. Anyway, he's patrolling between the guard towers, making sure the world is kept safe. For some reason also, they do like to stick to the pathing, which I think is pretty cool. Very cool, actually. I'm not quite sure why he's doing that, but it's a very cool quirk. Samwise Stark, well, we can't afford him because we've got our maximum colonists at the moment. All of our buildings are full. Leia Snape, no thank you. Alyssa Diggory, Harry Banner, enjoying a nice pint at the pub. Oh, Fanny Jameson. So we made Fanny Jameson a courier and not a builder because her stats are just so much better for a courier. We've got a level 2 builder's hut, a level 2 tavern, a level 2 warehouse, and a level 2 courier's hut. All this stuff upgraded. Our chief chef is, of course, Elizabeth Granger, Chef Supreme, and she's cooking up some amazing dishes, mostly fish, because that's all we have actually at the moment. Our fisherman, down here at the docks. Hard at work, as always, it's Hermione Wilson. She's got great stats for a fisherman, and she's hard at work. And the last colonist that you guys are yet to meet, and actually one that we have to configure a little bit, is our forester. Also got these 2 houses that we built. Now each level of housing lets you house 1 more person in the house. So if we can get these bad boys up to level 2, that's a good place to be. Let's check our scroll actually, see what she needs. Ugo Cocknosher, well when she gets to the building and starts building, there we go, it'll show what we need. Okay, so there's some spruce paper things, oak stairs, red beds. Man, it's like Red Bed Redemption, isn't it? A lot of things that we'll worry about later on, but we're going to go over to the Forester's Hut now and see what's going on over here. Hey, it's Cersei Drogo. In a world where it wasn't Daenerys that was shipped over like a slave to marry the Carl of Carls. No, this time Cersei got sent over and got horribly ravaged by that barbarian Khal Drogo. Right, saplings, of course. So we want to get a range of saplings for Cersei to cut down that are going to help the colony. Obviously, spruce is a big one. Oak, too, is going to be required. Dark oak, for sure. And birch. These are the only important ones because Mine Colonies only uses vanilla saplings. However, you're thinking it, I'm thinking it, Emerald Muncher is thinking it too. There is one special type of tree that we're also going to get Cersei to chop. And that is, of course, oh baby, mahogany. Boom. So nice, we bought it twice. Oh yeah, 2 mahogany saplings. Let's do it, let's plant some mahogany trees. Now I'm very curious, every mod pack does mahogany in a different way. Sometimes it looks terrible, sometimes it looks amazing. The question is, what is this one going to look like, Cersei? What do you think? She didn't have enough time to go to sleep. Yeah, I'll work on that. And she needs an axe to keep going. Mining level iron. She wants an iron axe. We can make that. Iron axe, we'll give her 3. And then iron hoe. She looks like a bit of an iron hoe, to be honest. Actually, thinking about it, if you had to ride that mighty steed Khal Drogo, you'd probably look like that too. Look at that. Just like she's those dead eyes staring into our soul. Anyway, let's put down some mahogany saplings and get these suckers built. Iron axes, iron hoes. Is that good for you? Is she going to get to work? I mean, she should, right?
Not good enough.
I will work on it. She needs an axe. Mining level iron. I just gave you an iron axe. Oh, I don't think she can use iron axes because the forestry hut is only level 1. I think she needs stone axes. Ugh. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's get this upgraded to level 2 anyway. Upgrade. That's going to take some time. She can still work on it though while it's being upgraded, so that's fine. And there we go. Some stone hoes and some stone axes should do her fine for the moment. So let's get this mahogany built. Oh man, it's about time. Here we go. Mahogany saplings. Mahogany saplings. Oops. Get back here. Ooh, now that is a pretty looking tree. It's got like a weird kind of chocolatey cocoa vibe. Notes of cocoa for sure. Also notes of coffee as well. There's an air of red there. I'm picking up red, like a velvety kind of crimson. Yes, it's a fine tree. Fine tree. Looks a bit like a soft poo, but otherwise I'm happy with that. That's a mahogany tree. Dig it. I dig it, and so will she. So let's plant the next one as well. There we go. 2 mahogany trees, a fine tree. Man, okay, we're going to put these trees all around the colony and the farm because this is an amazing looking tree. I love it. I dig it. I dig it. But more importantly, we need the kind of trees that the colonists need to build the actual colony. So we're going to put oaks down. We're going to put spruces down. And you guys also mentioned if I put spruce in a 4x4, it'll make a much bigger spruce. So let's try that. Oh, you weren't wrong. Look at that bad boy. That's insane. Well, okay, we're going to put all of the spruce down like in groups of 4. And now we'll do the dark oak and the birch. Here's a dark oak. Yeah, dark oak does also like being a big fat tree. Nice, I like it a lot. So there's only one thing that I'm going to do before we call it a day, and that is put down a mine. So there is one more building that I have here. We're going to need the forester's hut, the fisher's hut, the mine. All of these buildings are going to be eventually need to be level 3. That's pretty important. Oh look, she's begun work on the house over here. She doesn't have all the bricks, but she's making a good start with it. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a mine as well. I want the mine to be kind of near to the forester's hut. So let's put it up here. Right click, miner, Caledonia. Oof, and let's get like a bit of a vantage point so we can see what it looks like. So this is what a mine looks like. It looks very simple. It basically just looks like a hole in the ground, which kind of makes sense. That's what a mine is, right? Well, okay, let's bring it over this way a bit. Turn it around so it's facing the town. Where is the front? Wait, is there a front? This is kind of the front, isn't it? Or is that the front? Yeah, it looks like it's got enough space. Yeah, I feel happy to pull the trigger on this. Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. Man, oh wow, whoa, oh my god. Look at this level 5 mine. That looks crazy. That looks amazing. Let's get it down. Oh man, some of these buildings look really impressive at the higher levels. And there's nothing stopping us from getting to them. We just need more materials. Right, so I've got my resource scroll for Uggo Cocknosher, and I've got my clipboard. We're going to make her some of these paper walls, and the rest of what she needs to get these houses built, and our forester to level 2. And I will join you next episode with the lab for mechanism being built. I'm going to fly around with my jetpack and the marble and deep slate that I have in storage, and upgrade our lab so that it has space for a centrifuge or 2, it has space for the computer system, and also a space for us to expand mechanism and get 4, maybe 5 times ore processing happening in the background. Until next time, guys, take care.